Well, hey friends, welcome back to our daily Bible reading series through the book of Acts. Today we're picking up in Acts chapter 8. Now, things are getting a little scary in the story of the church. If you read Acts chapter 7 yesterday, you would know that a man named Stephen was stoned by the religious leaders because of the things that he had been teaching. And on that day, Acts chapter 8 says that there was this huge persecution that broke out against the church. And everybody but the apostles left Jerusalem, scattered, went out into the different cities and towns. They went back home because they were afraid for their lives. They were afraid that they were going to get thrown into prison. They were afraid that they might be killed too, just like Stephen had. And now this is the kind of thing where it's like, well, the story's over. It's basically the whole thing is going downhill, and this is just how it's going to end. But that's not the way that things go when things are dark in the life of the church. Let me read Acts chapter 8, verse 4. Those who had been scattered preached the word wherever they went. So if you look throughout church history, you would see that in the times where things are the most difficult, in the places around the world where it is most difficult to be a Christian, the church thrives. You look over in the Middle East where it's like actively dangerous to be a Christian. Like the church has to exist underground, and it's thriving. It's growing. People are coming to faith, coming to know Jesus. Why is that? I think it's because people have something to believe in that they know actually changes the world. It's not just something, I'm just going to believe and do my thing. It's this actually changes my life. They have an experience where they know that this matters and it makes a difference. So here's what I want you to know. God will use any circumstance, no matter how bad, for the good of his kingdom. So look at this persecution. There's this really bad thing. Everybody's scattered, but what ends up happening? As a result, all of the surrounding area is now able to hear the teaching about Jesus. The disciples who went around and were running for their lives, everywhere they went, they were telling people about why they were running. And as a result, the church grows. It thrives. It explodes. So where are the places where you're feeling opposition? Where are the places where you're feeling like faith is difficult? Those just might be the places where God wants to come in and do some really amazing work. So ask God today, God, where do you want me to go? How might you want to use me in difficult places to make a difference? And how might I see you working in them? Hey friends, I'll see you tomorrow. Grace and peace.